Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Edward from Games and Tea. And at this present moment, three wonderful players to play some D&D in my homebrew campaign and homebrew world of Manita. How are you doing, gents?
Hello.
Good, how are you doing?
Hello.
I have beer, so I'm happy.
Wonderful. I have tea because we are Games and Tea, so I have tea, and I am in desperate need of tea right now. So, well, I'm good. We're going to just a few announcements here. Going to do a very quick thank you to the people who you can hear in the background with the music. They are from Sirenscape. For goodness sake, come on, OBS, don't do this to me. Yeah, OBS can do it to me. So I'm just going to read it out. Yes, thank you very much to the people who are providing music. That is what it was. Sirenscape, Tabletop Audio, Ian Grimm from Felicity Studios, and Alexander Nakarada from Serpent Sun Studios. All of this is music that is free available to be played online, so thank you very much to them. The virtual tabletop of choice that we are using is Fantasy Grounds Unity, and the heroes, which you can see somewhere to my left underneath all the characters, have been made in Heroforge. Thank you very much for the resubscription there, Marmalade Squeeze. That is very, very nice. So we're going to dive straight in here with the one who's got beer. Sam, Marius, what's your name? Marius. I have not with it today. Marius playing the character of Sam. How are you doing, sir? Please tell us a little bit about Sam for us.
The more tired you are, the easier it is for us to fool you. But so okay.
Don't, please don't.
I'm playing Sam, a roguish tiefling, as tieflings do, and on his way to rob every person he can find, while also dismantling the shackles of subordination for his own race. Yeah, that is my life goal.
That is quite the ambition.
But right now I'm just in walking around, robbing people blind, drinking myself blind, and having a good time.
That sounds a bit more accurate. Below him, we would have Jeff from the Twitch channel Alhanjin. Hopefully, Jeff will be joining us a little bit later. He said that he had a previous commitment today, but fingers crossed he will be joining us very, very shortly. Beside him is Chad from the Twitch channel The Wizard of Dind, or The Wizard of D&D, playing the character Kairos. How are you doing, sir? Please tell us a little about Kairos for us. Oh, you are muted.
And anyway, sorry. I'm doing much better, especially compared to last week, so thank you very much. But let's see. Kairos Bloodsail, the Sanguine Shadow, formerly a pirate raging on the high seas, but pillaging all kinds of people and places and things, was shipwrecked on this unknown island to him at the time, and ended up finding himself here in, what is it, Paul, where we're at? Is that right?
Yes, you are currently in Archwall, but you are in the hegemony of Fall.
Yes, Fall. I apologize. So in Archwall, and has since been taking his time and trying to evolve and establish a home base, as it were, so he can start to build on his empire.
Well, we're going to see how well that turns out, particularly as what might happen today. So,
oh crap!
That's going to be interesting. Above him, it would be Eric playing our monk Progenitus. Unfortunately, he is not with us today. Hopefully, he will be with us a little bit later due to a prior engagement. But if not, we wish him all the best. And beside him, with his camera currently off because, you know, politeness due to eating, is Crunchy Cactus playing our lovely, very nervous dwarf. I'm not going to give away the class. Braun. How are you doing, sir? Please do tell us a little bit about Braun for us.
Oh yeah, just put the bodies in the back. Yeah, I'll take care of them later. Okay, what's up? Braun is a gentle creature. Sometimes he gets some weird contacts in his eyes, and then he loses kind of memory. But other than that, I would just say he's a craftsman who is put on this unfortunate path of bloody revenge. He doesn't want to do it, but he will.
That's a very interesting description of your character there. It's enjoyable. I quite like it. We'll see about it. We'll see how that turns out. Anyways, without further ado, we are going to dive into our game today. Last week, our Tiefling Rogue was off doing their patrols when they met a very strange, spindly character with a mask, telling them that their comrades were in need of their help. Their comrades at that present time were Kyrus, Luinil, and Braun, who had made their way to the mansion of Evan and or William. We'll have to find out about that a bit more in order to, find out who this William person is and ask them a few questions. While they were there, Sam turned up, but unfortunately Kyrus had to disappear for some reason. Where he is gone, we do not know. Upon reaching the mansion, the door was opened for our three remaining characters, Sam, Luinil, and Braun, when they met Evan Dane, somebody who Braun previously did recognise. They were invited in and invited to also have dinner. It was then that Evan decided to go and introduce them to William Lewis, his brother. At least that's what he said there was. Some very tense conversation was then had with William Lewis. Some things found out, some things not found out. They were then left to their own devices for a short amount of time, and our three heroes, for want of a better word, decided to start exploring the mansion. A wonderful dance routine was had in complete and utter silence without music, but it was quite nice. Some more exploration was had. A very, very beautiful dinner service was set out in the kitchen, although there seemed to be nobody cooking it. Another very unusual thing about this mansion in which our three characters found themselves in was the fact that there were no servants anywhere. Finding a mysterious door that could not be opened in the normal way, our fairy druid Luinil decided to try and break down the door using their staff with the magical power of Shillelagh or Shillelagh, however that word's meant to pronounce. I'll eventually get it right at some point. And they found themselves in a quaint, if not slightly strange, study. Upon exploring the study, a switch was found which opened a secret door behind a bookcase. While this was going on, Progenitas, our monk, had decided to go and do a little bit of research of his own, search out a previous contact of his in the form of Grace, another monk, a monk in training, shall we say, a seeker of the Rising Sun Library, a monk in training, and was giving advice, giving some tooltips, giving some advice about how to be sneaky. He then decided to go and stake out the College of Mages warehouse in order to wait upon the retrieval of two large crates full of what can only be described as black crystal. Eventually the crates did arrive, and our sneaky, very, very sneaky monk went and hid themselves, tying themselves to the underside of the carriage which was being loaded with the crates, and is now currently making his way, fastened, hopefully securely, to the underside of this cart. Who knows where. But despite all that, we are going to begin in another location where our pirate rogue has been taken, for want of a better word, by that's the wrong music. A very tall, thin character with a very long hat, holding what could only be a mask described before their face. Kyrus.
Yes.
You have found yourself within what can only be described as a navigation room. And the reason why it can only be described as a navigation room is because before you see this table. It is a very, very large table with this immense map upon it. And when you look at when you quickly glance at the table, you can make out that this is the map, the entirety of the map of Fall, of Malintar, at least the known world for the time being.
Okay.
Scattered around you are various different navigation devices. You can see compasses, you can see hextons, you can see those. I've completely forgotten the word for it, but the a very old style form of gathering distance that were found on ships, old wooden ships, I mean. And you can see other more unusual devices of navigation, some which are very clearly arcane, some which have some sort of mechanical device, but you really cannot make out how on earth that would work. But this clearly is a navigation room.
Are there any windows?
There are no windows here.
So, where are we going?
This is not for where to go. This is a place for you to find something. What is it you wish to find?
Oh, there's a number of different things I wish to find. Who are you, if I may ask?
I am the Mask Master.
The Mask Master.
Yes, the Mask Master. You can see the mask he's currently holding right now is this beautiful, intricate, what can I describe as a play mask. If you imagine the old Playhouse mask where you got the grinning one and the sad one, this one is a smiling one, except the smile is more gentle. You can see that they have across the forehead this sort of red paint that fades to a sort of turquoise around at the sides of the eyes, and from the sides of the chin upwards to the sides of the forehead, you can see this very, very beautiful, almost swirling cursive-like design embossed in gold on the face.
Mask Master.
Indeed.
Well, I have no need for another mask myself, if that's what you're referencing.
It is not for Sorry, I'll start again. It is not for a mask that I require. Everybody is searching for something. This room is how you can find that thing. The table in front of you is a way to navigate, is a way to find, is a way to see. Simply approach. Keep in mind what it is you seek, and it will be shown to you.
And this is quite a boon that you offer us, Master of Masks. You offer me, I should say. In my experience, not everything comes so freely as this would seem. What is it you wish in return?
I wish nothing except to watch and be told when to guide people such as you back to where they should.
Insight check?
Sure, roll insight check.
I am not trusting strangers in masks. No, not horrible, but...
It is extremely difficult to read this man. One for the fact he has a mask in front of him, so facial expressions just completely impossible to read, and his voice also doesn't give anything away.
Is there a deal to be made then?
No deal.
Not oftentimes that something free comes along, so I'll play along. I think to myself all about my lady friend, Angela de Fleur, priestess of Moors. He is whom I am most interested in finding right now. The other things will come in time, I'm sure. And I say this kind of mumbling to myself, the last bit of the other things will come in time, I'm sure. I walk up to the table. I'm kind of being very careful as I'm looking at where I'm stepping, making sure that there's no off-colored planks or stones or whatever the floor is made out of. You know, something that looks like could potentially be a trap, you know, a lure, or not a lure, but a string, anything of that nature.
You can roll me an investigation check if you like, this would be more a perception check, actually. Sorry, roll me a perception check.
Much better, anyway. I lied.
From what you can tell from the floor, from where you're looking, there are no traps. The floor is a very plain stone floor. It is superbly clean, no dust. So as you are treading along it, you don't hear the crunch of dust or sand on the foot. It's just your ordinary footfalls upon stone.
All right. I walk up to the table. Without touching it, I look at the map before me to see what I can see. My eyes would, I believe, automatically kind of draw to, I think, first the... hold on one second. I've got it up.
Well, I'm actually going to stop you there. Are you firmly thinking about Angela de Fleur?
I am. Firmly thinking about...
As you are thinking about Angela de Fleur and you approach the table and you gaze down upon it, where's the first place that you look?
First place I look, honestly, would probably be in the Kingdom of Fall. You know, the continent that we're on, probably towards Archwall, because that's where I'm at.
Sure, no worries.
I think.
You think you are there. Your eyes are light upon the Kingdom of Fall, the hegemony of Fall, and in particular the tiny island that is above it, above the northeastern side of the continent island of the hegemony. And as you glance at it, you see the map starts to zoom in very, very quickly upon that continent, and then the map seems to move and gets larger, and you can see the continent starts to grow, and you see details such as mountains start to appear, and then forests, and then individual trees and cities and houses, and you can sit and you're watching as the map is flying your eyesight towards somewhere, and you cross what can only be described as this giant city, huge fortified city, and then it flies out across a swamp. And you are suddenly looking at an individual. Please, could you describe Angela de Fleur for us?
She is commonly beautiful, nothing super striking, but or sharp or hard about her face. There is a little bit of weariness in her eyes, just because of the type of work that she has dedicated herself to. But she has just above shoulder length, dark brown hair, with hazel eyes that are just kind of hypnotizing, at the same time revealing and private. And she is wearing, or would be wearing, some kind of heavy armor, I would imagine. And in his eyes, that's what he remembered her, in a heavy armor. And around her neck and holding her hand would be a large silver holy symbol of Morse, the god of death. And
the symbol that you would know about is it's almost a moon, basically. It's a circular disc with what could only be described as a face, but when you look at it, it doesn't look like a face. It looks like pits, but then looks like a face from a distance. It's very, very unusual. You see Angela de Fleur, and she seems to be kneeling in what could only be described as muck and dirt. She is wearing heavy armor, just as you remember. However, this heavy armor has a different take on it. It's not the typical heavy armor, the regalia that you remember. This is a different regalia. And you see that her head is bowed before her. She's holding out the symbol of Moors before her. And she seems to be muttering something under her breath. You cannot hear what she's saying, as the map does not give off sound. But you can see that she's muttering to her breath. And she opens up her eyes and gazes directly, it almost looks like she's looking at you. As she gazes up at you. And she stands up and seems to give out this unearthly cry. And then just light fills the vision, and the map then goes blank.
I try to look to see where it was that she was at.
You can make me a survival check.
One of my strongest suits.
Unfortunately, you can only gather that she was in a swamp-like location. That's it.
Okay. This also immediately makes me think of Mom.
The map begins to open up again. Again, the original site of Manintar. Sorry, my brain just decided to stop working there. The original site of Manintar makes its appearance again. And as your thoughts start to dwell upon your mother, the map starts to sweep down towards an ocean view, and then sweeps across the ocean, and as you are watching, you can see in the distance of this viewport, you can see the horizon begins to darken with this dark cloud. There doesn't appear to be any rain until you approach, and there's still no rain, except you're now in complete darkness, or at least what it seems to be complete darkness. And you come across this enormous ship. You recognize the ship itself, but it is gigantic, and upon it is the flag, oh so very familiar to you. And the view zooms in, and at the helm is a very familiar figure of your mother.
All right, I briefly, slightly relieved, but then thinking back on Angela again, I look up to the Master of Masks and say, where is she at? This is, you're supposed to tell me where she's at, but this is giving me nothing but a swamp.
That is not for me to tell, for you to find.
How am I supposed to find something I don't know where it's at? You said you were giving me assistance in trying to find her. Where is this? At least give me a continent.
I cannot.
Useless. No wonder there's no... Then why bring me here? If you can't help me find what I'm trying to find, or even give me any kind of better idea, why bring me here?
It seemed the most logical place for you to find. I am sorry if the assistance I have given you is not up to scratch, as you say. This is more information that you had before.
Are there any, like, loose maps or anything like that around?
There are... Not in the moment, no, but there is plenty of parchment available, and the map, having stepped back from the table where the ginormous map of Malantar is, the original map of Malantar has returned to its original state of just showing the entire world.
From how it appeared, was it just kind of like a random? It didn't like look like it zoomed in from the top of the map, but it kind of like the map disappeared and then just kind of zoomed in across landscape. Correct?
Sorta, kinda. It's more that your gaze was drawn, so it's like it zooms in on a place,
Okay.
and then guides your sight to the thing that you are looking for. It doesn't tell you, hey, here is person. It draws your sight from the ginormous area to a ginormous side map of Malantar, and then focuses it down until you actually see the thing you are looking for, or the person you are looking for.
And based on what I had done, I don't have any idea of where that's at.
Make me a history check.
Okay.
Good throw.
You based upon that, you know, you're just thinking back to the zooming in, as it were, of this kind of arcane map in front of you. You can tell that the location you're looking for is somewhere in the hegemony of Fall. Where precisely, you're not sure, but you only know that because you realise that, oh, hang on a minute, this is zooming in on the continent where I ended up.
Okay. Well, what now, Master of Masks?
I believe you have all the information you require. I suggest you return to your friends. They may be requiring your help.
All right. Take me to them.
This way. And as we saw last week with Sam, this Master of Masks extends this long arm to the left, and you watch as what previously was just a blank wall, a door appears and opens. And as you look, and when you look through the door, you see a corridor, a fairly dimly lit corridor, and with light pouring into this corridor, this warm yellow light pouring into the corridor through a destroyed door, and three characters two of which you left at the front of the mansion door, and one of which you didn't realise was definitely not there last time you saw him, but is now there, in front of you. They do not see you right now.
I look back at the Master of Masks. What's he doing?
He just has his arm out, indicating the door.
Does he have? As I go walking towards the door, since he is the Master of Masks, are there any other masks laying around outside of what's on his face?
Roll me a perception check.
Come on, come on, come on. Huh.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Looking around, there are no masks anywhere in this room, nor do there appear to be any within his any within his general vicinity. Nor does it seem to be like he is holding a bag or anything like that. Except as he's holding his arm out, the wind just seems to catch his cloak for a bit, and just a hint of something appeared beneath it, but you weren't able to catch enough of a glimpse of it.
I wish to step up closer to him and say, is there anything else you can tell me at all? And are we going to see you again? As I'm talking to him, I want to try to pick the mask off from inside of that cloak, if I can reach it.
It's very strange. I love what you want to do. But it's very strange, because as you are stepping towards him, trying to get closer to him, he's staying still, and yet the distance remains the same between you two.
Is he still within arm's reach, or he's not within reach?
He is not currently within reach. It's very, very odd. It's you can feel yourself moving towards him. You can physically feel I'm walking towards him, and yet that distance does not change. But he is staying still.
So, are we going to see you again, or are you just simply popping in to cause some havoc?
Maybe you will see me again. Maybe you will not.
What say you share with me one of your masks? If you're the master of them, I'm sure you have plenty, yes?
It is not for me to share masks. That would be unadvisable.
Of course. So says ye the god of masks, as it were. One day, though, we shall have this conversation again, and I'm sure that the conversation shall be different at that point.
Perhaps.
And with that, since there wasn't anything within reach, I'm going to just head through the door.
Okay, sure. You head through the door, and you walk into this very dimly lit corridor with the light pouring through. And as you look back, you yourself can still see the Master of Masks. But this time, the mask has changed. It is no longer that beautiful theatre mask that you saw. It is now this veil over the face with, can just about almost see this skeletal a skull beneath it, and this voice comes out that says, I would suggest that for the next time you be more careful. And the door closes.
Suggest the next time I be more careful?
Yep.
That's not interesting at all. All right. What are you three getting it up to now?
Oh, that was a bit loud, sorry. Sam, Braun, and Lunal, the four of you, the three of you, hear the voice of Kairos emanating from behind you in the corridor.
Oh,
What? Oh, you're back. Hello.
I thought the creepy guy took you in exchange for Sam. That was really weird.
Did you keep the mask guy as well?
Yes, I did meet this Master of Masks, and
The mask master.
it was interesting.
Hmm.
Have any of you ever met a god before?
I mean, every time I look in the mirror, but no, not a real god. Like, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god! If you don't already have inspiration, please take inspiration for that. That was brilliant.
Nasty.
Ron kind of looked puzzled. Maybe?
Oh,
It was a long time ago. Maybe.
Interesting. Did this maybe god you ever meet have a skull for a face?
No, they didn't have one.
They didn't have a face, or they didn't have a skull?
They didn't have a face.
Interesting. Taking mental notes on one.
Just so we make sure, like, do you know what god? Because I have like 90% of all holy symbols available on the free market, and I just want to make sure that if I meet him again, I have the right one equipped. Like,
Oh yes. Well, I would assume whichever god has a mask, or excuse me, whichever god has a skull for a face.
well, I just stick around with what I have. That's all right.
Sorry, I just realised I was muted there. Sam and or Braun, if you wish, you can roll a religion check to see if you can figure out what Kairos is referring to.
I'll try. Oh no no.
Yeah.
No.
Stuff like that makes my job so fun. Sam, skull with a face. Yeah, of course. There's this god called Skullface, which you are very sure exists, and is the horrible creature that exists within the ether, and you know to be the destroyer of worlds. Braun. The only god that you may be aware of that might perhaps have the visage of a skull would be Mor's, or a derivation of that god, but nothing in particular that would specifically point to that.
Oh.
Oh no, this guy, he's very evil. I know, I heard of him. Like, think it's him, Skullface. No, okay, I'm not going into the doors again.
Wait, what?
Skullface, the god, the destroyer of worlds. Did you hear of him?
Skullface, the god of
Skullface.
destroying worlds.
The destroyer of worlds. Excuse me, get this title right.
Oh, is that what tieflings call Moors?
Who's that? Your friend?
Oh, the god that he's talking about. Is that what tieflings call him?
I don't know. He's
Destroyer of
Skullface. I don't trust him. I don't go into stores again.
But wait a second. You say his name is Skullface, or that's what he's called?
This is his name. Does it matter if it's his name or what he is called? I mean, that is kind of the same thing, isn't it?
If you wish, Kairos, you could perform an insight check if you wish, or you could just role play this out. It's entirely up to you.
I mean,
Yeah.
why would a god's mother name their child Skullface and not something else like Chuck?
Why would the god's mother name his son Altior? That is also a stupid name, excuse you.
But it's Ultior sounds more like a name, whether it's
But
a.
Skullface is straight to the point, and it brings down the existential dread of his deeds.
All right. So let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I hear you. Yes, I didn't hear the
Yes.
question.
Oh, I've already asked you the question. You didn't hear it. No.
No.
All right. My thoughts exactly. How do you feel right now?
I lean towards Brown. How are we sure that this is the real Kyrus, not a clone Skullface has brought to us to destroy us?
That's a very good question. Kyrus, what's my favorite drink?
Fruit juice,
Okay, he checks
apple
out.
or orange or something of that nature.
Or the
Yeah,
legendary Aplange. Yes.
I trust him 50%. He could have also gotten his memories cloned next to his.
I mean, I'm a
Buddy.
dwarf. Most people with the, thoughts of dwarf would just say ale because, it's a stereotype that we live with day by day.
I know
Yeah.
what it feels like.
Jeff, what's Louidal's thoughts on this current conversation? And welcome in, by the way.
Hello.
Hello. How is everyone?
I'm fine.
From what I've gathered of this conversation so far, Luno thinks everyone is awesome, so...
Oh, jeez.
Okay, let's ignore the situation right now. Just don't anybody go anymore through any magic doors that appear out of nowhere.
You, my dear friend, did you get hit in the head in any combat recently? I'm just curious.
I don't remember. Guys, did
Okay.
some of you hit me on the head?
Enough
I-
said.
I don't think so, no.
See, Brown is a nice guy. I stick with Brown.
Of course, usually when
Don't
there's
judge me for my beliefs.
violence, I kind of black out, so I wouldn't be able to know anyways.
I don't black out, so yeah. Okay. We still have a person to catch, and I don't want to dwell on this because I am afraid that calling him Skullface will draw him to us, like Beetlejuice.
He who shall not be named.
He who shall not be named.
Excellent. Did you find excuse me. Did you find Evan Dane?
Yeah, and his brother.
His brother?
Also him.
Who's his brother?
Evan Dane.
Evan Dane and his brother is also named Evan Dane.
Nah, he calls himself different, but I don't remember his name, so I'll call him Evan Dane and Evan Dane.
He shall be named Tim.
Nah, Tim is next to me. What are you talking about?
Tim is next.
Yeah, Tim the Enchanter.
Yeah. This is Tim. I point at Braun. And Evan Dane is somewhere up in this house, and we haven't found them.
You mean William.
William.
Ah, William.
Yeah.
Evan and William. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, no problem.
It wasn't William Lewis, was it?
No,
It was.
Evan. It was?
It was, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Evan's, just quotation marks, brother.
Did anything seem off about your meeting with Evan and William?
You mean
the fact
that
that
he's...
they are...
Yes,
Oh,
sorry,
yes.
You mean that there's one person coming in saying he's Evan Dane and he's very nice to us, and then he leaves the room and comes back and says he's William and he's not very nice to us, and it's just the same person, but he switches around his personalities, I think, or maybe he has a identical twin with a different personality and a different name. Last,
All right.
I haven't found him yet. We haven't found him yet. But Luna was so kind to open the store.
Very good at
Oh.
opening doors.
Yeah,
Look
when
at
you
the door.
When you look around, you see like a completely shattered door.
Oh, this was a very good job at opening the door.
I did my absolute best on it.
Couldn't have done it better myself. I tried to do it better myself, but I failed. So I literally couldn't have done it better.
There wasn't a more subtle way you were able to open up the door?
My lockpicks broke.
Yeah. No, I come look at this one. I show the way that I opened the door. See, I just saw it around the handle, and then unlatched the lock.
Okay.
And it was kind of a you have to understand because Corby is not here. Lunal tends to be like under some kind of he needs to do some stuff, and he needs to unleash his energy, and it was either this or destroying the whole house. So I chose this. I chose to give him a staff, and he beat the door down with it.
Well, originally he offered me a crowbar, and said crowbar is about 3 times my height, so...
Well, it just would have given you bigger muscles, so I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to spend more time in the gym, but yeah, it's really hard to find a gym in the unexplored lands.
You have. What is a gym?
It's,
Is it your friend you have in the Forgotten Lands?
It's a palace of muscle.
A palace of muscle, like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Isn't-
see a lot of people there. You know,
isn't
certain
that just-
rocks you can find there, and
Jeff,
Isn't that
if you keep going, I am going to kill your character.
yes, okay, I will.
Isn't
Fair.
the palace of muscle just a gay brothel?
Well, no, it's like it's a place you sometimes can find, and people
Okay.
use that to get stronger. So
Never mind. I think we have a mission to do.
Yep.
And
It
it
is
was reading.
while this conversation was happening, there was a scream that came from below, but none of you reacted to it.
I didn't know if that was someone in the
Well,
chat doing something.
Somebody
No.
just did, or...
Ah, yeah,
No, that was an actual
I-
scream.
I really
okay,
thought
sorry,
that was
I thought it was a chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I know that's a thing that the chat can do. I think, right?
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
indeed something. It is indeed something that I think the chat can do. However, that sound alert does not exist, I believe, within my list.
Oh,
Only I
okay.
have access to it. So yeah, there was a scream that I heard.
In trouble.
Oh, we had a scream, guys. We have to go before anybody gets hurt.
Can we tell where it went, where it came from?
Yes, indeed, you can. It is very easy for you to tell. The direction of that scream came from below you, and seemed to come up from the very dimly lit corridor that was behind the bookcase that was pointed out to you.
Ah, yeah. That was,
Oh yeah, the book. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I remember.
I don't know this bookcase. Was there a
Well-
stairwell anywhere near here?
Dang it!
Oh no!
Okay,
I
I'll
have
stop now. I'll
Gandalf.
stop now.
Fighting with Balrog, he needs help.
I'm so sorry, Ed. I'm so sorry.
I love
Okay.
you, dude, but really, you can wind me up so easily. You are the agent of chaos to everything that you do with regards to me.
Thank you.
So, if I'll just pull up the original map that you guys were in. Let me just pull that up. Do you want to? Are you in Fantasy Grounds yet, Jeff?
It's at the end of the update
Gotcha.
because
Gotcha.
it's Fantasy Grounds, so update.
Yep. No, I got you. So,
Oh, hey.
And Eric should be here in like 5 minutes.
yeah, no worries. Let me just put you in there as well. And Braun. I believe that's all your characters, correct? 1, 2, 3.
Lunel.
Luminal. That's who I'm forgetting.
I like that
Lunel?
the dwarf is the biggest.
Sorry?
I like that the dwarf is the biggest marker. Don't
Yeah,
change
it's amazing, isn't it?
it.
So yes, that is the map as it currently stands.
So we
You
heard
were all in
the
the wrong
scream
place.
from coming down the staircase, right?
Yes, correct.
So
Where's that staircase at?
right
So,
above us.
so if you
Oh.
see where the bookcase is, it is right directly above you there.
Okay, and we can reach that staircase from here?
Yeah, the door is open. The bookcase has shifted to the side and or has opened up basically to be a door, revealing a very dimly lit corridor stairwell behind it.
All right, I'm gonna go and step inside and take a look.
Same.
Yeah, no worries.
Ed, can you reshare the map for me? I just logged
Oh,
in.
of course, sure. Well, you'll probably be getting rid of this map in a minute. If you just give me 2 seconds here, please, while I just sort out a few camera issues in the background.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Be happy.
Be happy.
Hey.
I was also there as well. Don't worry, be happy now.
Don't worry. Be happy.
I'm not very good at sorting these out on the fly, unfortunately.
Training.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, training. Who are you? Nope. Over there. Where's the other one? There it is. I hope that helicopter, which is going over my head, doesn't get heard. So, there we go. So we now have a map with people in the right place. Ha! Look at me doing good things. So, this is the map that my players can see, and so you guys can also see here as well. There, just above their heads, for want of a better word, has indeed been revealed this staircase that is heading downwards behind them, behind the doorway. The four of you proceed down this staircase. It is very, very dimly lit. The only source of light that appears to be in this corridor are these very poor-looking torches on the wall. They don't give off very much light, and you eventually find yourselves at the bottom of this very, very short passage, where in front of you see an archway with this dragon-like a bust, that's the word I'm looking for. This dragon-like bust emerging from the crown of this archway.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm gonna move. I'm leading the way. I'm moving quietly though, and kind of wanting to keep an eye out for any potential traps, as it were, as I go.
Sure, no worries. Roll me a perception check. Let me just knock the tokens there. There you go. Marius, if you could please stop your laptop.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Mm. It does increasing here because I also want to be in the front.
Yep, no worries. What was your roll? 22. Oh, yeah, easy.
Oh, nice.
It's very strange for this corridor, but it appears to be completely clear in terms of traps. As the four of you approach this portcullis, this archway, it is very clear that this is a portcullis that would be normally lowered, but at its present moment is raised. When you glance around with your perception check, Kairos, you can see on the wall to your right is what can only be described as a lever, a very, very simple lever, with its orientation down right now. When you glance into this room, you can see in front of you this large-ish space with these two metal two metal tables for want of a better word. One of them has this long sheet out in front of you. To the left-hand side, you can see a closed door. In front of you is the previous occupant, not previous occupant, sorry, but the occupant of the mansion above your heads. They currently seem to be have their backs turned towards you and are busy doing something, you don't know what, with a wrapped thing in the corner. Let me know if you don't have the map.
Do we wanna?
I see the map.
Just play it through, or do we wanna make like a turn order in this situation?
Well, I have a question really quick. And I apologize, I was putting my headset in, so I missed a little bit of it. Who is that guy down there?
It is the previously... Oh, okay. That's a question that you're going to have to ask Sam, Braun, and Luinil, because you have not met this person before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's... I lean towards Luinil and I whisper, who is that over there? Have you seen them before?
It's either William or Evan. I don't know which brother. I really can't tell them apart. They look so much like each other.
Are you moving there, Sam?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I would try to move towards him stealthily. Just wanted to
Roll me a stealth
tell
check,
you.
please.
Yeah. Oh.
I would like to make a stealth check to kind of move behind this thing and crouch and hide.
Please roll me a stealth check.
Oh no.
Well then.
If we're all doing stealth, I'll try and stealthily move.
Roll me a
Here,
stealth check,
defense.
please.
Give me a second skill. Stealth.
No.
Whoa.
Braun, unless you are going to do anything, Evan is going to stand up and say, "That's far enough."
Hello?
Hi,
Are we
William.
talking with Evan or with William?
You turn around and it is the previous, for want of better words, the previous individual that you saw, that you met last, I should say.
So it is
So it is,
William.
it is the it would be William, yes.
Hi, William.
Hi. What you doing there, William? I say while I reach my hand or put it on my rapier.
No concern of yours. From where you are, Sam and Luinil, actually all four of you would be able to see this. From where you all are, you can see against the wall on the far side this enormous mirror. It is huge. It covers almost a full third of this side of the room, and above it again, there are dragons everywhere in this building, if you hadn't already noticed.
Yeah.
And again, there's the sides of the mirror seem to be sculpted in these tall dragons that look as though they're holding the mirror as we're standing on their hind legs holding the mirror. Luinil,
Yes.
you are the only one that can see this, but from where you are, behind your back almost, you get a sense of cold and dread as you glance behind and you see this spectral shape that seems to be formed of stone or glass. It is very difficult to make out because there also seems to be a shimmering force in front of it that seems to be holding it in place.
And it would be right behind me, you said, right?
Almost. So if you, so on the map where you are, you can glance in. You can glance in the sort of, if the map was orientated northways, it would be south westerly direction in that sort of area where I have just revealed the creature.
Oh shit, I don't see it.
Do you not?
I see it.
I only see Evan and William, so.
You don't. Okay.
Let me try again.
Oh.
You should see it.
I can see it fine.
It's to the
Yeah,
left
same.
of the page. Shrink down your bit. Your screen, maybe.
I'm only seeing the four of us and the Evan/William character.
Weird.
Weird.
Opposite of William. You don't see that?
Nope.
Wow.
Is there
Well,
a black wall all
I would-
along there?
Are you net wanting a perception check in real life?
It might be, yeah. or it could be bugged for some reason. I don't quite know why that would be the case, but there is definitely a token there.
Yeah.
You can.
It is
if
still
you look,
Fantasy Grounds, so.
It is still Fantasy Grounds, and Fantasy Grounds tends to be a little bit buggy sometimes.
Yeah.
If you look at my screen, you should be able to see it there.
Oh yeah, maybe it's just because I don't have a line of sight to it.
Could be.
We'll see in a bit.
We'll see.
Sorry. Yeah.
Anyways, either way, your character's the only one that would be able to see that character. See this creature.
I whisper to Kyrus, and I will probably whisper fairly loudly because there's some distance between us.
Mhm.
There's something here, Kyrus. Careful.
Well, there goes my stealth.
Well, yeah. There's not much else I can say to that except yeah.
No,
it was already bad anyway. So
Sorry.
I kind of I look at Luanil and I'm like, fuck it. Thank
We
you,
need to work
Luanil,
on
and I
our
just
sign
stand up.
language.
I just stand up and like, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Oh, you were there, Kyrus. I didn't see you. You're so good.
enough. As the voice of William echoes out across the chamber. I presume the four of you are offering to provide assistance.
I would like to clear up any misunderstandings with my colleagues. I turn around towards Braun. Braun, is this our business, and do we offer assistance? It's your call.
I'm just gonna. Can I walk up, or is he gonna stop? Like, tell me to stop walking? So I'll just move like a little bit.
As soon as you start walking towards him, he tells you to stop.
Okay. It's a little weird if you want assistance, but whatever. What is it you're doing, William? If you want assistance, we need to know.
Would you like to find out?
I would like to roll insight
Yeah, I would also like to
Roll
roll
insight.
inside.
to see
Nice.
if this is not a great time, which I already imagined it to be.
I would also like to know.
I do the
Ooh,
same.
nice.
Go for it.
Oh, did mine not come through? It landed on the thing.
It didn't come through, no.
Oh,
Got a
So it's a
17, got a
day.
13,
it was so good. Now it's not so good.
and a 12. What is it you are looking to check in for?
Trying to get the sense of what he's asking for. Is it street legal?
Okay, I got it. Considering where you are, which when
Yeah.
you look around, this looks like a laboratory of some sort. You can see on the benches in the front of the room just beside where you came in, there are some bubbling test tubes and things like that, as well as on the table seems to be laid out this assortment of knives and cutting implements and what are those things called? Not tweezers, the other ones, forceps.
Pliers?
Forceps.
Forceps and things like that, and there are dirty rags all over the place, some of which definitely look bloody, and the in the very far corner behind Evan, you can clearly see, now that you're actually able to see it properly, the form of a body. So, assistance? Yeah, it's definitely not assistance, not the sort of assistance that you're really looking for. And legal? Probably not. And with the to be honest, Sam Macarius, you also very clearly go, yeah, that's bullshit. That's we're not assisting there at all. And Sam, with your insights, with that cocky nature that he seems to be having, that sort of smirk that he has on the side of his face, there is also the sense that assistance is not going to be legal, but he's looking at the four of you very hungrily.
I will just instantly draw my weapons, both so my rapier and my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't go towards him. I won't move anything, but I will just be ready. And
I have a question, Master of Dungeons. My contract to get William Lewis what was it again specifically? Just to retrieve him?
I believe your contract, from what I remember, I need to have a look at my notes here.
My notes, I have retrieval of William Lewis from mansion of Evan Dane. That's all I have.
Yeah, that would then be it.
Would I know if it's dead or alive or anything, or
wasn't specifically stated?
Okay. I step forward with my hands up a little bit and I go, "Oh, William, is it William Lewis? I've not had the pleasure of making your acquaintance yet, friend."
Indeed, you are new. Are you also here to provide assistance in my research?
Oh, well, I was just going to ask you for assistance myself.
We can discuss that later. First, let me dispatch these useless creatures in front of me. And he takes in this huge breath. Go on.
I was gonna say before that, and I'm assuming he's gonna go on with it anyway. So.
Sure. Okay. I mean, if you want to try and stop him.
Okay. I'll step up. I go, 1 minute, one moment, please. Before you do anything, my plans do include the use of these people here.
Fuck you! I will just buy this for you, for my friends.
If you do not have inspiration, please take inspiration for that comment. That was brilliant.
I don't know if I do.
If you don't have it, then at the top of the first page. That was amazing. Well done.
You shouldn't have it because you have a star when you have it, like I have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't see you. You got a star? I don't see your star.
The character figure's on the top left.
Oh, I have a star. Does that mean I have inspiration?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yay! I feel inspired. I say, we can't. We obviously what I need help with from you wouldn't be available if you were to go and do anything to them right yet.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Son of a!
Oh no!
I do not care, to be honest. And he continues taking this incredibly deep breath and breathes out towards you, Sam. Mm-hmm. This cloud of acidic vapor just streams straight across you. He's basically breathing a dragon spell on you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yes, sir. Ooh, 11.
Oh, dude, you just made that.
Yeah.
You take. Oh, come on, really? 5. You take 2 points of acid damage, and I would like you four to roll initiative, please.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Initiative.
How do I mark damage in here?
You so on your first page, you'll see at the bottom, you'll see
Okay.
I forgot what it's called. Wounds, temporary hit points, and HP. Wounds, that's where you mark how much damage you have taken, so you count upwards.
2. Good. Okay, I see. And you wanted me to throw initiative.
Yes, and while that's happening, while this very tense situation was happening,
what's going on?
okay, it's time for Sam to start getting some hits in now. While this conversation is happening, across up out of the laboratory before this combat goes ahead, through the mansion that our camera goes, across to a lonely.
I'm not lonely.
I didn't say you were lonely. I didn't say you were lonely. I just said to a lonely cart being driven by a 3 words, being driven by a very impatient hooded figure. And as the camera pans down, and underneath it, we see tied to the underside of the cart, Progenitus.
Yes.
Progenitus, you have been tied to the underside of this cart for approximately 2 to 3 hours now. This cart is making a slow progress. I would like you please for me to roll me a athletics check in order to work through the burn, shall we say?
Athletics or acrobatics?
This is where athletics, because this is more endurance than it is about you maintaining your grip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that burn? Yeah, whatever. Absolutely fine. Yeah, what burn? You got yourself tied in there securely. You're gonna feel it at some point, but you're fine.
With this speed, I can actually get a rest, maybe? Long rest, perhaps?
Not quite. Not quite. You're not quite at that territory yet. But you have been hanging there, and it has been very difficult for you to make any sense of what the hell is going on. All you can tell is that you are travelling along the road in a southward direction, maybe? It depends on how good your sense of direction is. But you are definitely travelling along the road. You have crossed that bridge, which you first found all the tracks that led you back to Archwell. So you have now crossed that bridge, and the sense of direction you have is that you are definitely heading towards. Excuse me. You are definitely heading towards the city, which you are heading towards, which you decided to follow a set of footprints towards, and then came back from. So you can tell that you are heading in that direction.
Okay.
Are you doing anything in particular, or are you just holding on?
I'm just holding on. I want to see where this leads.
Sure, no worries.
Is there anything else that I can make out of the environment, or?
Roll me a perception check, please. You are face down underneath a cart, so it's very difficult. You can turn your head left and right as well, but wow, dude. I think you've taken.
I'm very flexible, you know.
You're extremely flexible. Wow, yeah. You've taken Sam's luck here, to be honest. You are with that roll. Yeah, it's you know exactly where you are in relation to the environment. You are making your way along a very well-tread road. To the right, when you glance out, and in your very flexible way through the wheels underneath the carts, you can see the distant sea. You can see the wide sea in front that extends away, and to the left you can make out a copse of trees in the center of the island. And looking out, as you dodge occasionally the shit from the horse as it plummets down from underneath the cart in front of you. the well-worn path and the legs of the horse. That's basically the environment in which you are right now. It is also possible for you to hear the muttering of the tiefling driver above. Under his breath, he's saying, "Those fucking mages. Why the hell they have to get me go and do this again? Frickin'... went for that frickin' Patel, whatever fucking name is."
Okay.
Get on, you stupid horse, get quicker. The horse picks up a little bit and then very quickly slows down again. This horse is making its own its own time now. This horse is now being very stubborn, considering it was beaten flogged. It was beaten ragged in order to get to Archwall in a very short space of time. It is now just going fuck you to the driver and walking in its own pace.
Yeah. Understandable. He was already pretty beat last time we saw him. Okay. So, just a reminder, what was the city again which I followed the tracks to?
You would have followed the tracks to. Let me get my map up here so I don't get my own names confused, because this is the district. This is the area of Chesters. So you are making your way towards the city, the walled city of Penchester. So that would be a west-southwest direction from Archwall itself. So you'd be making your way along that road towards Penchester right now.
Okay. Anything else that stands out from the card specifically?
From where you are, it's just a standard old cart. It doesn't.
No, just
nothing...
for my rope holdings and all those kind of things.
Oh, I see what you mean. I'm presuming that you have tied the rope to not the axle wheels, but the bit that holds the axle wheels. Mm-hmm. I imagine that you would have done that. So your rope, I'm presuming, is tied to those axle wheels and then tied to your arms or to your wrists, and so you are sort of, as it were, the rope is wrapped around your wrist, and then you're holding the rope, in order to make sure there's a secure connection. And the same has been done for your feet, except obviously you can't hold rope with your feet unless you're extremely agile.
Can I make an estimation with my knowledge of the horse and then and now for how long he can maximum be able to keep going?
Roll me a nature check for me.
Nature.
Yeah. You've taken Sam's luck, definitely. From what you observed of the horse when it arrived in Archwall to how long it's been on the road, this horse is probably going to go for another hour before it just stops and will not continue moving.
Okay, so he approximately 1 more hour before I can take a rest.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything particular, or are you just going to keep hanging?
I'm going to keep hanging.
You're going to keep hanging?
Just hanging,
fair enough.
just chilling.
Just hanging, just chilling. You can still hear the muttering of the wagon driver above you. And just basically goes along the lines of he's a bit pissed off of having to do this at a short notice. He was planning to get the day off and not have to do anything about this, but there's a big wig in town who, some name called Patel or Manis, something along those lines, but there's a big wig in town that has forced him to do this because of course he has to. He's a freaking tiefling and he doesn't seem too happy about it. But that's the general gist of the muttering that happens.
So Patel was it, right?
Something along the lines of Patel or Manus or Manas. He's muttering under his breath, so it's a bit difficult to make out the name in particular, but something along those lines.
Patel or Manus. Okay. Yep.
After about an hour, the horse stops moving.
drops
And-
down or just stops moving?
It just stops. It just like it doesn't drop down because it's in a harness. So if it did drop down, then the cart would suddenly lurch forward, etc. So it just stops and refuses to move anymore. The driver on top says, "Go on, you stupid! Go on, you nag! Go on!" And you can tell the horse is like, "No, I'm done. I'm not moving. This is it. Forget it. Done." So eventually the driver goes, "Right, come on then." And you can feel the shifting of the cart as the driver shifts his way along the bench, along the driver's seat, and off and jumps down off the side. He walks to the front of the horse. "Fine, come on then." And you can see his feet just leading the horse off the path. And very clearly he's going to be settling down for the night, or for that day, or I think I said nighttime. Yes, he's going to be settling down for the night.
Okay. The patient person I am, wait until the sounds die down, and then find myself a place. Preferably inside the cart, but on the side that he can't see from where he is, to take a rest as well,
Easy enough to
if
do.
that's possible.
That's easy enough to do. I'm not going to make you roll a stealth check because you are waiting because you are waiting for sounds to die down. You're not going to need to roll a stealth check on this. However, I am still going to need an athletics check, either athletics or a Constitution saving throw, in order to maintain that grip. Because it's now been an additional 2 to 3 hours on top of. Has it been? Yeah. Roughly,
No,
it's been including waiting for time to die down.
Okay.
The sound's down. It's been another 2 hours, so it's just to maintain that grip. Although with your current rolling, I imagine you'll be fine.
Well.
It's hurting.
Yeah.
It's hurting. You're not sure if he's going to hear, but it's hurting a bit. You are beginning to feel the burn. And eventually you do hear the tiefling has. Oh, jeez, guys.
Who was that?
That was our wonderful friend Crunchy Cactus. Really, dude.
Ah.
Wow. But yeah, you do the sounds of the tiefling getting himself settled do eventually down, and you get to a point of yeah, I think he's asleep now. So you untie the ropes from your arms and wrists, feeling that burn, feeling the relief of letting that. Yeah.
Before I lay down, can I make a bit of a better harness with the rope I have for underneath the cart, that it's not only tied to my wrist but also one that I can lay in, so to see to.
Let's go for it. Roll me a Tinker's Tools. Let's go for it. Let's use Tinker Tools in this one.
Well, I can.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. You've got 50 feet of rope, so you're able to sort of knot it and twist it and make what would be quite a nice little hammock, which you are able to effectively lie in. You don't know how long it's going to remain comfortable, but you've got something to. You've got something.
To sleep in it, but
no, you've got something.
It helps me to release the burn of my wrist. You know, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you did the wrist because it had to be quick and not quick and just there and then.
Understandable.
But you have the time now. It is now definitely nighttime. You are in a very open space, which is quite surprising considering the package and the fact that this is a carriage. So you are now in an open space. Off the road. To your left, shall we say, is the outline of the tiefling driver, fast asleep, and the carriage is there, waiting for you if you would like to climb up or go to the side of it.
Climb up, go to sleep, and yeah.
Okay.
Make sure that I'll be awake sooner than the tiefling. But, yeah.
You better hope for it. Let's go back to our 4 compatriots in an underground laboratory. Let me just get the right music for this. And let's got that done of it. Facing off against a character called Evan William. Braun, you have seen Evan scream or breathe out this line of greenish black, can only be described as fire, that burns Sam as it sweeps over him. You are first up. What would you like to do?
Braun is gonna just move up, probably around. Move up like to be right under the light.
Sure.
And he's gonna look at William. He kind of understands the situation between William and Evan. And he's just gonna be like, Evan, I don't know if you can hear me, but what William is doing isn't good. And you seemed at least like a decent person. So you need to fight, and you need to take back control. You can't let William keep doing this.
Amazing. Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Am I going to...
Evan's not here. He can't hear you.
No, I'm gonna get him out. And then we're gonna seal you away, whatever you are.
Sure. Is there anything you'd like to do for your bonus action?
Bonus action? I don't got those.
Alright, cool. That's your turn. Corby is not there. It is now Evan's turn. You're still up. Fine. And he is going to cast... you watch in front of him as you hear him mutter these sort of very strange arcane words under his breath. And he casts Mage Armor on himself. Meaning that his AC is now 13 in place of what it was before. And this sort of shimmering black energy just seems to wreathe his body. That'll do me. I need to roll a d6. Okay, so he does get the breath weapon back. That is going to be his turn.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Luinul, from where you are, you can hear this sort of crackling sound as you watch this sort of crystalline spectral figure starts to push against the barrier in front of you. There's clearly something there that stopped preventing it from moving beyond the bars, which you can also see. But this barrier, it starts to push against it. But that's going to be a turn. Sam. You are muted.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
I just want to taunt him a little at first, like, I just use my speaking. I need a little bit more than bad breath to take me down. And then I will close the distance, close the gap, and I, okay, just to understand me, okay. If I would roll an insight check, would that take up my action?
What do you want to do with it?
I want to see if Braun wants him dead or just knocked out.
Okay, that won't take an action. That's figuring out what Braun wants to do. Sure, roll me an insight check.
Yeah.
And this is specifically on Braun, is it?
On Braun, yeah. I want to know if Braun is okay with me killing him, or if Braun rather wants me to knock him out.
Okay.
Are you asking him this or not?
I'm not asking.
You're just trying to guess. Okay. So
I'm not
Braun,
asking.
Braun, from that 20, what would you like to inform Sam as to your intentions?
I want to bring Evan back.
Okay, good. When I when I'll try to not hit him lethally and just knock him out. Good.
On your attack.
But for that, first I have to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
So I
you need
will.
to attack here, sir.
I'll attack him with my rapier.
Roll a ridiculous amount of damage as well. Yep, that'll hit.
That'll hit, and he takes. Max damage! Holy
Fucking
shit!
hell, jeez, dude. So he takes 12 points of damage from that.
And
This dude is not going to last long.
I will use up my bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to attack with my short sword because I'm dual wielding, bitches.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second. I have to. I forgot already the rules for dual wielding, even though I have them open already.
Do you
okay.
have 2 weapon fighting or not?
I don't have 2 weapon fighting.
Then you may not add your proficiency bonus to the offhand weapon. So if you if the proficiency bonus already happens, then just apply a -2 modifier to the die roll.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. Wait, give me a second.
Yep, no
okay,
worries.
there it is. -2 modifier, and with my short sword.
So at the bottom left, you should see -2. Yep, that's fine.
I thought.
That still hits.
It still hits, and damage is normal.
Yeah.
Oh, again! No, not max damage this time, but 8 damage. And yeah,
mate.
I basically make a like a fencer. I go into a step towards him and poke him with my rapier, and instead of retreating my arm, I step closer to him and hit him with my short sword in where I can reach him. And,
sure. Well, he's just an ordinary human being, so yeah, you can definitely do that. You go up and poke him in the shoulder with the rapier, and then whack it as he's recovering from that poke. You whack him across the side of the head with the flat of your sword. You can tell that hurts. He's not looking great from that.
And I will end my turn.
Okay. Kairos, this is yours, sir.
Well, not hearing or seeing what is going on, but having an idea of what I need to have happen, I, from where I am located, I am going to take a dagger from my side, and I'm going to throw it at him.
Okay.
But I'm going not lethally. I'm going to go for his legs so I can wound him and potentially just slow him down.
Okay. I think this is what you call a cold shot. I don't know if that rule exists in this game. If it doesn't, then my apologies. But I'm going to say that it does exist for the time being.
Okay.
Sure. Go for it, except the DC is now the DC's higher now, shall we say? So just roll me attack, except the DC is now higher because you are specifically aiming for something.
And well, since I have a companion who is next to him, I have advantage on the attack.
Sure, that's fine.
But his AC also increases
17
because it's a ranged attack. It's +2.
Sorry? What was that?
That's
as
the
far as-
cover rule you're referring to.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
the cover rule you were referring.
No.
You were referring to a cover cover rule, right?
Isn't it like, if I remember correctly, it's if a target you attack with a ranged attack is in close combat, and
He isn't.
he is with me, isn't he?
He is in close
but
combat.
he has
But
direct
anyway.
line of sight.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. Yes, but that is indeed the cover rule, and you do get, and it does get to that. But with your 17, what'll that be? I did say it was harder, but that just hit because you were aiming for the legs.
Okay. Well,
6
and I forget
damage.
to do this, but
Yeah, and with your sneak attack damage.
that's what I'm trying to do, and it's not allowing me to
Yeah,
do it.
it doesn't want to do it for you. So that'll be another that.
Another 4, so that's 10 points.
Yep.
Nice.
It's cool. Puts him up to that. He's, yeah. This is hurting. He wasn't expecting to get this much pounding on him. Luminol.
And then I move up.
Oh, sorry. Yes, your
That's okay.
your remaining actions. My apologies.
I move up as I'm pulling the rapier, and I say, "You can stop now. Lay down, get down on your knees, and we will not hurt you."
Roll persuasion check.
Then I'm done. Okay, I'm not done yet. Sorry. Does it do it there? No, it's not doing it there. Okay. Da 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 da. Here we go. Ooh.
Wow. Wow. We'll see what happens with regards to that. Luminol.
Yes, I will fly here
Yep, which you can.
and cast a guiding bolt on Evan/William.
Sure.
Oh,
Go for it.
Jesus Christ.
It's a 20.
Bloody hell, guys. Jeez.
Kill him in the first round.
Yeah, first round, barely. Oh, no, please don't.
Oh, that's 18 radiant damage
Holy
to
fuck.
him, and the next target should have advantage.
At least it's not auto kill because we've done
still alive.
more than that, and he's still up.
He's still alive. He is still alive.
Wow.
This was meant
he's
to be a
tough
challenging
mother.
fight. You guys are wrecking him.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'll do the same as Kairos and tell him to stand down.
Sure, no worries. After that guiding bolt, you see this. You hear him cry out in absolute agony. And once the red light fades, and he's now reading this sort of ambient greenish white glow from your magic. He is looking very, very, very hurt from that. That was your turn, Luminol. Braun.
Okay. He hasn't kneeled down yet, right?
Not yet.
I can't. I will, but it's not my turn yet.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at him.
Okay.
Look, I know what it's like to have something else when you should just be by yourself. Evan, William is not a good person. When I told him that you had been at the scene of a murder, he smiled. He doesn't care for you. Don't protect him. Don't allow him to be here anymore. Please, do the right thing.
Roll me another persuasion check. William looks up at you, and you can see what looks to be a very, very worried, hurt, and imploring expression crosses his face. Oh, yeah, no, please, help me, bro, help me, bro. Get back in there. Is there anything else you'd like to do for your bonus action?
What bonus action?
No bonus action. Cool. It is his turn. He looks around and sees the issue that's surrounding him. So he says, who'd have thought people would be so annoying. He gets down on his knees. And he gets on his knees and puts his hands above his head. And as he does so, he just clicks his finger.
No.
And that's all he does.
Clicks his finger.
Let me just have a quick thing here. Yeah, that's all he does. He just clicks his finger. Luinol. Luinol is disappeared. Oh, yeah, there. Okay. Sorry.
Luminil is eating dinner off screen. So
Sure, no worries. Okay, cool. But you, that noise and that presence that you were feeling suddenly amplifies incredibly. And you look behind you and you notice that the shimmering barrier that seemed to be there has just disappeared completely. There is no sounds that emerges from the creature, except this just constant clicking, cracking sound, almost like glass tinkling around it, tinkling over on the air. And you watch as this crystal ghost leaps forward through the bars that you can see in its way towards you. It is going to perform it is going to try and slash at you. Its claws. Oh god. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work for me today. It doesn't work for me today. That's yeah. It goes to swipe at you, Luinol, but because you are so small and so dodgy for your size, it hasn't quite judged where you are. And it goes to swipe at you, missing you by a hair's breadth, but it does not hit you. Sam.
Mm-hmm. I will. Okay.
He's on his knees in front of you.
He's in front of me. Okay. I will turn around at this weird ghost thing and scream, "Stay away from my friend!" and jump towards him. And while I do that, I will use up my bonus action to throw a dagger at the ghost.
Okay.
I probably will make a bow, if you see what I mean, like a curve.
Yep,
and
gotcha.
so I have a better shot. And I'll throw a dagger, and I get -2 because it's my bonus action, and I'll throw it at him for 12.
Let me just quickly bring up his thing. A 12 just hits.
Nice. You get 6 damage from my dagger. It's piercing damage, yeah.
Piercing, is it?
Yeah. And I will use up the rest of my movement to come towards him and attack him.
Sure.
Do I get advantage from this, right? Because we cornered him.
If he is in combat with an ally of yours, yes. You gain advantage.
Then I will also have sneak attack.
I believe so, yes.
I will. Yes. 23.
23 definitely hits.
Then he gets 6 piercing damage from the rapier, and what is my sneak attack again?
A d6.
A d6? Just a d6?
Yeah, just a d6.
Okay. 4. Yeah. Nice. 10 damage. Does the dagger flow through him? Or does it fall down the ground where he stands? Or is it stuck in him?
This is not stuck in him, no. When you throw the dagger, you watch it, and it does definitely hit. It hits something, and then seems to ping off in a random direction. So I'm just going to roll a very quick d8 here. It pings off towards northeast direction. So basically to the tile above where Luinol currently is, and pings off and lands there.
Okay.
So you are now daggerless.
I still have another dagger, don't worry.
Okay, fine. So if I just put a little X marks a spot, that's where your dagger has landed.
You can never have too many daggers.
Yeah, I mean, I have
this is also very true.
Oh, I have this magic dagger. It's in my bag, oh, maybe I can suck up his soul with the soul-sucking dagger.
Sure. Sure. Kairos.
Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna speak before I do because I'm love the irony if it doesn't work. But I go to I say to Braun, I go, make sure he doesn't die, and then I stab him with the rapier.
Cannot do that.
I mean,
Oh my lord.
That's 15.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
You don't need to roll.
perfect.
You don't need to roll your damage. It's all 1 hit point.
Oh man. Okay.
So yeah, how do you do this?
I'm not killing him. I am
Okay.
honestly going and I'm stabbing him in. Curiously speaking, which did he look like he was? Which hand was dominant as he was doing stuff?
Bit difficult to tell in a short space of time.
All right. So I basically stab him in the right shoulder so that he's gonna have a hard time doing anything, and just do it deep enough, and then kind of pull out enough so that there's just enough blood that sprays out. And as I'm leaving him, I go to Braun. I go, just cover up the wound so he doesn't bleed out. And I move.
Oh
And then
wow!
Move over to here. Actually, no. Let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So right there.
Cool.
I think I actually. That's plenty of speed. Plenty of space.
Plenty of space
I move
there.
over there for Luino.
Cool.
And let me see. Is there something I can do with that? Nope, that's not going to do anything. Okay, yep, I'm done.
Alrighty then. Luinol.
Yes.
What would you like to
I
do, sir?
will cast. I forgot how to pronounce it again. Shillelagh.
Yep. got you.
Shillelagh.
with a shillelagh in the meow.
Shillamalili.
Shillelagh.
Oh,
Shalala.
shiz it, Melizzy.
I will attack Ghost Boy. I don't know what it's called.
Does that make your damage magical?
I believe it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, the weapon also becomes magical if it isn't already. So yeah, confirmed.
Thank you.
I
does
will
indeed
give
miss.
you my inspiration so you can roll again.
Yeah, no, you can't. But
I have my own
okay.
inspiration. So.
Luinol, that was made with advantage though, so you can roll that again.
Oh, okay.
Still misses,
Not a lot better.
unfortunately.
And then I will risk the attack of opportunity and fly away.
Indeed, that is exactly what happens. As you go to fly away, this crystal spectral thing reaches out to try and grasp you again. Where's my 2-hit die? There it is. And definitely hits you this time. You feel this sharp pain goes across your back as this claw-like appendage made of glass almost scratches across your back. You take 7 points of damage, and I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh.
I thought I was good at that.
Yeah, it looked like an 18, but then it rolled over to a 2, and unfortunately that means you have failed the Constitution saving throw. Your hit point maximum has now been dropped by 7 points.
Ooh.
Ow.
7.
This effect lasts until a long rest. So you have taken 7. You can take 7 damage, and your hit point max has dropped to that point. Has dropped by 7 as well. So please do remember what your hit point total was.
Yeah, I've got a separate character sheet. I will keep track of it there.
Amazing. Braun. Just to make you aware, if at any point that effect reduces your hit point max to 0, you die.
Yes. I am acutely aware of how horrible that thing can be.
I will no longer gamble attacks of opportunity against them.
No, it's fine. Do it again. It'll be fine.
So, Braun, there is a bleeding out Evan or William in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to use the medicine check, so I don't have healing.
Roll a medicine check, please.
What? You don't have healing?
Oh,
Boom,
my
baby!
lord! Wow, okay, yeah. A natural 20. Not only do you stabilize him, you also... Well, yeah, not only do you stabilize him, you also manage to bring him back and manage to rouse him for a certain amount.
Is it William when I rouse him?
What? Wow, Cotton Candy Unicorn 83. Thank you so much for the follow. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Lots of love. Thank you. We'll get to that.
Okay. Save words for William when he wakes up, then if it's him.
Okay, sure. Are you going to stay there?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
They probably have that, hopefully.
He is at 1 hit point.
Yep.
From that. With a natural 20, that was
Thinking a commoner / noble has healing? That's really weird, guys. Come on.
Amazing medicine check.
Yeah.
It is now his turn. Let's see.
That says Corby. Oh,
Corby's outside. Corby's outside, not in here.
Aha!
Let's see who is on top right now as he awakes. Oh, that hurts. Ha ha. What on earth is going on? What name did you give to Evan when you first met him, Braun?
Tim, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Tim.
Was Tim? Okay. Tim! What's going on?
Okay. You're okay. It seems like William was... I don't know what he was doing, but it was bad, and... You're back. And that's all that matters.
He was up to his usual tricks again. Oh, good lord. Okay.
What are his usual tricks, Evan?
That's all that's going to happen now. This crystal-like spectre, noticing the trouble that he is in, is going to take a swipe at odds. It's Karis, evens it's Sam. It's going to be Sam. He's going to take a swipe at you. He's going to take a swipe at you again and try and grasp you with those glass-like claws that he seems to have, or they seem to have, I should say. That hits. You take 6 points of damage, and I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes, sir.
That does succeed. So you just take the damage.
Nice.
You do take 6
enough.
points of slashing damage from that.
Yes.
Necrotic damage. No mistake.
Necrotic damage.
Yes, indeed.
Automatically edited, I think.
This is a mind. It's not mindless, but it's also not great. So it's going to stay there. It's not going to. It's not going to try and get it, deal with any attacks of opportunity right now. Sam.
Good. I will just go to town with motherfucker. What am I going to do? Oh wait, how long would it take me to search for the... what was it called? Give me a second.
keystone
the dagger
vertebrae.
Of night.
Sorry, say it
Dagger
again.
of night. I have that in my bag somewhere. How long would it take me to find it?
I'm not going to make you search for it. I'm just going to say that it's probably that you know where it is. You know where it is within your pack bag. So I'm not going to make you search for it. If you wish to draw it, though, you are going to have to drop one of the weapons that you have in your hand, because I believe you have a short. Do you have a short sword and dagger out?
I have a rapier and a short sword.
Yes, sorry. You have a rapier and we have a rapier and a short sword. So, if you wish to take out that dagger, you are going to need to drop one of those weapons. If you wish to sheath that, if you wish to then sheath that weapon and draw that dagger, that is going to be an action.
I will drop my short sword on the ground and just a drop and take out my dagger.
Sure.
And just I will just try to stab the weird spectre soul with a dagger that apparently can steal the soul of things. How do I do it? Should I just use a normal dagger attack for it?
Just use a normal dagger attack. Is this your offhand or is this your main hand?
This would be my offhand.
So then do please apply that -2 bonus.
Yes, sir. Ooh,
Definitely
so
hits.
very nice. Then it gets 5.
It
Isn't
does.
damage?
It doesn't take 5. I believe sneak attack is still applied because there is somebody engaged with it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I forgot about that. So yeah, it gets another d6.
Cool.
Nice.
job.
Nice.
Very nicely done. That's all I'm going to say to that.
Good. And then I will take my bonus action to attack with my rapier. Is it with advantage? Because I don't really get it because I had 2 attacks now.
It is not with advantage because hang on a minute.
Yeah, no worries.
Is this for the sneak attack?
No. It would just be my bonus action because I dual wield. So it would be my bonus action. I make my second attack with my rapier, and
Right. Yeah. Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. My apologies. We did the previous rounds incorrectly, because even though you are engaged, it's not advantage because they are not opposite. They're not flanking. That's that.
Not
We did that.
flanking.
We did that wrong last time. So no, it wouldn't
Perfect.
be advantage.
so no
My
advantage.
apologies.
Okay.
My apologies.
No worries. Then I would. Can I? So this is a table, a metal table next to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I climb on it to flank him?
You can indeed try. Roll me roll me an acrobatics check to climb on there and still be able to attack.
Yes, sir. Oh wait, sorry, that's a 16.
That's a 16, is it?
And a
Yeah,
minus 2 activated,
you were the DC was 15, so yes, you could do that. You can do that. So you can still
Perfect.
attack.
Then I'll attack with advantage.
Now you can
But
attack with advantage. Yes.
With -2 because it's my second attack with my rapier. Nice.
No. This wouldn't. If this is your main hand, this would not be off. This would not be -2.
Then it's an 18.
That still hits.
It still hits. Perfect. And it's 10 piercing damage. Nice.
10 piercing damage. Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Good that I have a dexterous boy.
Indeed.
Dexterous boy.
Kairos.
All right. I was like, good thinking, Sam. I was about to do the same. And so I
2 peas of a pot.
take the advantage I have right now and I thrust with my rapier. Ooh, 19 to hit.
Very nice. That does indeed hit.
Let's see, is it going to work? Yes, it did.
Oh, that's too much. That was way too much damage there.
Did I do it twice? 1 second, I'll do it over
ended up
again.
doing it twice, yeah. It ended up doing it twice. Let's just...
There we go. How's that?
Okay, that works. Yeah, 15 points of damage, what it is. What was that? Yeah, it was... That definitely hits it. And how would you like to do this?
Yeah.
What I do is I go... It's just like it's a skeleton thing, you said?
It's not a skeleton thing. It seems to be formed of this sort of spectral-like substance, for want of a better word, which also seems to have this flowing through it, that constantly moving, this almost crystal-like, glass-like stuff. It's just constantly moving through it.
Okay, so there's not like anything solid inside of this massive.
Except for those small glass-like, crystal-like pieces. No.
Okay. Well, I feel like I go and I stab all the way through it, so the blade comes in like almost like an inch away from Sam's belly button as he goes, "Whoa!" and I pull it out, and it's kind of like leaks the juice that was keeping it together, and it's kind of
is effectively what happens. This construct, for want of a better word, simply just collapses in on itself. The crystal and black glass-like things within this body just stop moving, and is suddenly all start to fall and tinkle, and there's just a sound of what can only be described as falling glass in the room as this thing disappears. Luinol, is there anything you'd like to do? Oh, sorry. Is there? Sorry. The remainder of your turn, Kairos. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I look over as I'm kind of moving through and like checking out the crystals, like with my foot, kind of like stepping on it and like spreading it around. Mm-hmm. Look up over at Evan William and see what his expression is as this had occurred.
Roll me either an insight or perception check.
Okay, let's go do perception. 15.
From where you are, he looks confused.
Okay. Seeing as he's over there for right now, I'm going to kind of move through and like see if there's these crystal things that were inside of the body. If I can grab any of them, I want to take any of them out to look at and kind of investigate. But...
Are you looking to examine them?
Yes, basically.
Okay, that will happen again. That will happen later, not right now.
Okay.
Because we are still technically within initiative. Luminal, is there anything you'd like to do on your turn?
Are you muted, Luminal?
No, he's thinking.
Yeah, muted and thinking.
Oh, double combo.
Because I saw the creature come from this area, right?
Correct. You did indeed see it come from there, or at least you saw it come through there.
Right, then I will just move there to keep watch and see if I can see anything in this general area for now.
Are you looking to search or just keep an eye?
Search a bit.
Do roll me an investigation check then, please.
Okay, that was a 16, but it went nowhere. So.
If it rolled in the box, then it might just be taking its time to load.
Ah, okay. It did roll in the box. So...
Yeah, it's probably taking its time to load. A 16, you say?
Yeah, it added on 16.
I believe you on that. There is nothing particularly here, at least in this cell, that what can only be described as a cell, that seems to catch your attention, except when you look to your left, you can see this basket of clothing, some of which look some of which are moldy, some of which look... this music is a little bit too dramatic for this description. Seems a little bit too dramatic. Some of it seems to be bloody. Some of it seems to be mouldy. Some of it seems to have been there for a while. And as you sort of glance through it, you realise that there's all sorts here. There's women's, there's men's, there's children's, there's dwarves, there's elves, all sorts here. And to your left, just beyond Kairos, you can see a chair which seems to have some manacles attached to it. We are now out of initiative. Please roll me your investigation check, Kairos.
$16.
When you pick up and look at this crystal, it bears remarkable similarity to the black crystal that is in your warehouse. It could almost be said that it is the same thing. You would not be able to tell though unless you were then to compare it to a piece of black crystal which you know to be black crystal. But this looks remarkably similar.
How many pieces of crystal are in this?
It is more shards. Oh, I'm missing a Prochenitas. Apologies, Prochenitas. You'll come back in a minute. There we go. You disappeared for a minute. It's not possible to say how many pieces, actual substantial pieces of black crystal there are in this little pile. It is more that this is a collection of tiny shards.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple handfuls of this and put it inside a separate area of my pouch. You know, kind of like you got like some separations inside there. You know what, flaps, whatever. So I'll do that.
Yep, no worries. You have a handful of crystal shards.
And then after I do that, I'm gonna move over here to Evan and keep an eye on him with Ron.
Sure, no worries. Is there anything you particularly want to do, Bron? Evan is looking very confused. He's beginning to make noises about how he's very not. This is not my normal clothing. What? Why am I down here? What?
Evan?
Yes? What?
Okay. Calm down. It's okay. You're okay.
What?
Well, you're gonna be better, but you're okay right now.
Right.
You know what this place is?
No, I've never been down here in my life. This is...
Okay, well, this is beneath your house.
What?
Yes.
No, that can't be right. No.
William, listen. William probably did this.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Sorry to say, friend. Is it Evan, I understand?
Yes. I don't think I've had the acquaintance.
My name is Kairos Bloodsail. It's a pleasure to make yours.
Pleasure.
And it is equally my honor to have to inform you that for your safety and ours, we're going to have to bind you.
Okay. I don't really understand why.
Well, because of William.
This is...
He attacked us.
And his eyes just grow wide as you say this. He did what? No.
Evan, do you know that you can spit acid?
What? No. So ridiculous. Me spit out is nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
I'm gonna point to Sam and be like, look at him.
He basically, Evan is about to start freaking out.
I'm gonna go, Evan, this isn't personal. And I take the pommel of my rapier and smack him in the back of the head.
And he's out. He's
Nice.
out like a light.
You shouldn't.
We
Chris.
don't want his friend to get out, do we? If he is that able to switch.
But if you knock him out, he could wake up as him again.
Well, we're going to bind him. Let's get to tying his hands behind his back.
Fine, I have manacles. I'll do it.
I have some rope. I scream from my table.
No, it's fine. And I just take out some manacles from my pack and put them around his hands. And
We
lock them
will
in
need
place.
to take him with us. As you're doing this, we will need to take him with us, bro.
Why?
Because William and Evan, we have some things that need to get done, and William has some things that he needs to answer for. And it's up to those who are in charge to determine what's going to happen to him.
So you want to blame Evan for what William did?
Well, for all intents and purposes, they are the same thing right now.
They are not the same thing.
Well,
They're two completely different people.
but they are part of the same body, and others
That-
will not see it that way.
Others like you are wrong.
I apologize, but this is what's going to have to happen.
And if I say no,
Well, we would have to get to that if we need to, but I hope it doesn't have to.
first let's talk to him.
We can talk to him, but we need to make sure he's nicely bound first.
That's why I just bound his hands.
Perfect.
I have
Let's
the key.
also, before we wake him up, let's also remove any potential weapons or spell components or anything he may have that could be dangerous from his person. And with that, I'm going to start searching his pockets and pouches.
So that was an investigation check. I just realised I was muted just then. Please roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, 20.
I'll get back to that in a moment. Our camera returns to a sleeping monk, sleeping beside a wagon. Progenitas, how deeply do you sleep?
Well, I went to sleep with the knowledge that I wanted to wake up before the tiefling, so lightly.
Very lightly. All right. Let's say then that you have a what can only be described as a nighttime awareness as you sleep. Please roll me a perception check.
Yes, of course.
Jeez. This one time, you are feeling it. That was a little bit too much. You realized that you've also realized you've been going almost all night, and oh shit, the burns, the burns, and your body is crying out for you to sleep properly.
Okay.
So you
I
are
went lying in the car, so
yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I understand that.
I used
so
the
you're
blanket, to cover myself up.
yeah, you're there. Oh, cool. That's good for me to know. You are disturbed from your slumber.
God damn no.
But you are disturbed from your slumber by the cart suddenly rocking and moving.
Okay.
And the blanket which you are on, the blanket which you are underneath, you suddenly get a boot in your side, and there's a grunt of "What the fuck?"
Good morning.
You come to full wakefulness. It is still nighttime.
Oh. Did I have a long rest?
No. You can count this as a short rest if you like, but this is not a long rest, unfortunately. But it is still night.
Okay. What do
And,
I see? Who kicked
When
me?
you wake up, it's more the fact that you are woken up because somebody has just fallen on top of you. They are very heavy, slightly very well. They're not going to be that heavy, but they're going to be fairly heavy.
Mhm.
Very thin, very smelly, stinking breath, human being, and they are looking right at you, going, "What the hell?"
I can say exactly the same to you.
Get
I'm
up!
trying to sleep here.
And he grabs you and starts dragging you out of the
It was
cart.
at this moment that he knew.
Is this the same tiefling as that was driving the car, or is this
No, this is
someone else
no.
entirely?
This is a human.
Yeah, okay.
This is a human. This is not a tiefling. This is a human.
I want him to get his hands off me and try to, well, if necessary by force, get myself free.
Sure. Roll me either strength athletics or dex acrobatics. Oh wow.
So you see,
Yeah.
I jump and make a double flip flap, and
Yeah, that's almost exactly what happens. He goes to grab you and he pulls
whilst
you
I
up.
kick him full in the face, you know.
Well, not quite that much. But you go.
He had a natural one. Come on,
He
give me
did get
something, I
actually.
break his nose.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give you automatic hits on this one. Not this time. Not this time. Maybe other times. Maybe other times. But he goes to grab you, and you basically roll with it. You roll with it, and in your running with it, not only do you stand up perfectly easily and quickly, but you end up pushing him back and down so that he falls backwards off the cart over the crates that are one of the crates that is currently still on the cart, to land face first in the ground at the edge of the cart. From where you are now you are standing up and looking around, you can see that the cart is now surrounded by at least 3 individuals, all armed with various bludgeoning weapons, from what you can make out where you are. And just a very short distance away, you can see a figure just sprawled out on the ground.
So that's presumably the tiefling.
You can presume so, yeah.
Okay. What's happening here, guys? I was just trying to sleep.
Wow, so nonchalant. I love it. Absolutely love it. Excuse me while I just do a few things in the background.
Try to figure out how to respond on this.
I tried to figure out how to respond to that. Very nonchalant. What the hell? Who the hell are you?
Who is this? These are the humans, or
These are the humans.
that's I can ask you the same question. As I said, what are you doing here? I was just
Get off the cart! We're taking this cart!
No, you're not. This is my sleeping spot. You can take it in the morning. Then I'm done sleeping.
We're taking it now. You get off that cart now! And you see one just brandishes a dagger at you.
I point to the one that's face down in the dirt. He tried that just now. Want to give it a go?
He's currently trying to get up. Roll me intimidation, please. Or intimidation or persuasion. I'll leave that choice to you. Depends how you're trying to feel it.
Yeah, it's one or the other, but I used more of an intimidation, so.
Okay, cool.
Damn it!
Yeah, whatever. Get out of the car, otherwise I'll stab you.
With a bludgeoning weapon. Yeah,
He's got
sure.
this one's got a dagger.
Oh.
This one.
With
This one
that
actually has a dagger.
tiny piece of metal, you won't even reach me before you're on the ground.
Wanna give it a go? And he goes to try and stab you.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
You can either roll a. Yeah, just roll me an either acrobatics or a dex roll to go out of the way, and then I'll have you roll initiative now. Yep, you're gonna dodge that one. Please roll me initiative for me, Progenitas, and I'll put you into the list.
I don't know if I want to, but sure. Let's do this. Let's do this!
Nice! Oh boy! Oh hey boy! Let me just do NPCs. Yeah, you're going before all these dudes. Let me just get.
What am I looking at?
Yep, I am about to get
Where's
a
my
map up
map?
for you. I'm going. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, mate. I'm getting there. Let's use this map because that would be the best. Let's put you there. These guys. Well, there's one in front of you that's trying to stab you. There's another one on the ground for the moment. And there's another dude over here. Currently over there. Cool. So, if I will... There you go. You have a map. This is a
Yes,
representation. This is a representation of the current situation.
For
so
my information, the tiefling, where would he be?
2 seconds, please. So I got my my bits and pieces up here. I'll just use that for the time being. He would be. He would be there. Currently,
Abros?
he's. Yeah, so his name is not Airbros, but I'm using that for the time being. That's where he would be.
Yes, sure.
But he is currently unconscious.
Unconscious. Okay, they already.
Well, he's sprawled out, and they caught him by surprise. So yeah. And effectively, the cart is in this sort of position, with the opening being where you are standing.
Okay. Well, then for my bonus action, I'm gonna hex Thug 1.
Nice.
And then for my action, I'm gonna slap him silly
Robbie, go for it.
with my quarterstaff, of course.
Of course, yeah.
So let's see. Well, that's not that good. 10.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. You do go to slap him silly with your quarterstaff, but unfortunately, you just have to strike the shoulder. He's, I'll get you for that.
Okay. That's my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
It sucks, but yeah.
It sucks, but yeah. In return, that thug indeed is going to try and stab you with his tiny little dagger. And let's... Oh, come on, really? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Thingy. I will give you a free reaction to this.
Okay.
with a natural 1. He goes up to try and stab you in the shoulder, but he's completely misjudged it, and he's now overreached to the point that you are able to now backhand him. Roll me your attack, sir. Hits.
Hits? Wow.
It does hit. Yeah, they've got super low armor.
Okay. That's 2d6 plus 3 then. Well, that's 14.
14 on thug number 1.
Yes.
Nice, very nice. Whack! As he overextends, you see the opportunity and just slap him across the side of the head. He is
Told
not.
you I was gonna slap you, silly.
You did indeed tell him that. I have to get through all these dudes. It is now their turn. They are going to try and do their. They are going to get up from the floor because they were prone. Get down from there, you stupid! And he's going to go up. He's going to go up and try and grab you and pull you off the cart. Please roll me a either a strength athletics or dex acrobatics, please.
Choof.
Oh, jeez. Perhaps that opportunity of going whack against the one bandit. He saw his opportunity and just managed to grab your shirt and pulls you off the cart. You're now off the cart beside him, but This will not provoke an opportunity attack from the other thug.
Okay.
He has only realised what's going on and is not going to do anything. It is your turn, sir.
Okay. So if I were to move here, I would get an attack of opportunity, right?
You would. You can risk it.
Yes, I will.
All right. Nothing happens.
Okay. I'm gonna attack Tug 1
Sure.
because reasons.
As you are moving back.
God damn it!
Oh man, dude. As you're moving back, you hear, "Come on, guys, just deal with it already." And you go to roundhouse.
Can I still use my flurry of blows?
Sure. You
For
have if
one
it.
key point?
Sure. Go for
I
it.
should have 2 by now, so. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Believe you do. Yeah. So just check off a key point and use flurry of bows. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how those roll.
Okay. So flurry. So flurry of bows are basically 2 unarmed attack. Unarmed
two
attacks.
unarmed attacks, yes.
Yeah.
but-
So then just roll 2. Just do 2 ordinary unarmed strikes.
That's the one. Let's miss. Jesus fuck, man!
Wow,
What the fuck is
dude!
wrong with these guys? Oh,
They're not liking you today. They're really not liking you today.
Nope.
Oh man, yeah. You feel you get that ki or chi, whichever one to call it, flowing through you, and you go to strike and go whack whack. Maybe it's because it's still nighttime. Maybe because you're still a little bit groggy from the intense athleticism that you were doing earlier. But you just completely miss him. It is now their turn. This thug is going to. It's like this is just comical. This battle, I love it. Pulling up from the cart, he twists around. You fucking bastard! And he's going to try and he's actually going to try to do an unarmed strike against you because he just wants to punch you now. He's annoyed.
Thug 1. Okay.
Yeah, thug 1. Oh, this is going to be one of those battles, isn't it? This is going to be one of those battles.
See you in an hour, guys. Maybe then it's done.
See you in a little bit.
Greatest battle in history. Holy
He
shit.
goes to swing at you, but it's one of those attacks which is so clearly telegraphed. You just simply move out of the way, and you feel the air just rush past him.
Still, big smile on my face because
you fuck you. His partner looks at him as, just hit him for God's sake, and he pulls out no worries. He pulls out his own mace and goes to strike you across the head with it.
Nope.
Oh my lord.
Guys, we have places to be. Can you finally get good?
Yeah, it's just a little bit like that. He goes.
Oh, they are doing shit, so I'm not doing shit either.
Pretty much, yeah. He goes to strike you, and again, it's so telegraphed. It's unbelievable. You just simply dodge, and this. Oh my lord! It's almost like you know those memes of or those videos of 2 people that just constantly try slapping each other and never actually hitting. It's like that. Mm-hmm. If you imagine that's what happened. Their compatriot looks across at the 2 of them. Fine, I'll deal with it. And he goes to move up behind you. And he's going to strike against you with advantage because you're now flanked.
I don't like him.
It appears that he's the brains of the operation.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I can't believe this is happening. Oh my lord.
Oh god.
I can't take this battle less seriously anymore, jeez. Yeah, so he moves up and goes to strike you, but the spider senses start to tinkle, like, and you just move in a position where the mace or the baton that he has just glances past your back. It is your turn, sir. Please deal with them.
I'm gonna try
I beg
to strike
you.
Doug 1 again.
I beg you, please deal with them.
Fucking hell!
Oh,
Oh
I
my
really hate
god.
this fucking game.
oh.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
my lord.
gonna try to do this again.
Yeah, go for it. Using your key points.
at
There we
least that's a
go.
hit. That's one unarmed strike.
Yep. You should see an unarmed strike in your
Yeah.
weapons, so you can use that to roll the damage.
Yeah, I'm just looking up for a hex if the hex damage is also be added to
Ah.
this one. Until this, you deal an extra d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. So yes.
So 5 and roll your d6 for me.
Yep.
Very nice. 9
Nice.
points of damage to this dude. Finally getting somewhere with this.
He's already at
weapons.
20 damage, so I hope he's down.
23. He's not quite down. He's got a little bit
Wow.
more than that, but he's yeah. These guys can take some beating, but he's not quite
Second
down.
unarmed strike.
There we go.
No.
And your d6.
Yeah.
8 points. Yep, that'll drop him.
Okay.
So, describe for us what your ability is with regards to your hex. What happens when you punch him? What would we as the viewers see when you punch this character with with this hex?
Well, the hex is simply a purple haze around him.
Very
so to say.
nice.
So when I punch him, when I literally with my unarmed strikes slap him silly, I use my second unarmed strike to really chop with the side of my hand into his neck, and really just break his windpipe.
Yeah, there's starts to happen, and he just collapses on the ground, holding his neck. That is that's your turn, I believe, sir. Correct?
Yes. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to curse the new creature. So that's my next turn, but
That's your next turn. Okay, cool. It is now their turns. Oh my lord! Seeing what has just happened to his compatriots, the target, "Get you for that, you bastard!" And he goes to strike you across the head with his mace. Let's see. Will this actually do anything this time? Probably not.
Oh no.
I just catch it.
Cool. Sure. Go for it. You have caught his mace now. You are just holding his mace. What would you like to do with it? Or what would you like? He's still holding on to it. So what would you like to do now? You've caught his mace. I'll give you opportunity to do an action. If you'd like to trip him, you can. If you'd like to, this is not an attack, so you can't do the attack action this time. But you now have the mace in your hand, so you can trip him. You can manipulate him. What would you like to do with him?
I would like to pull him in a way that Tuck 2 ends up left of me. So I just use his weight with the swing to pull him next to me.
So there.
Yeah, rather one further if that's possible, but sure.
There.
Yeah.
Sure. That's fine. Again, he goes to swing at you in a left-handed swing across your head, and you just use that, and he just ends up spinning round you. I imagine you're probably still holding on to that mace, and you're just looking at him.
Well,
I imagine.
You imagine, but I pull him, and once he's in movement, at my farthest stretch, I let it go to get him as far as he went.
And he starts.
Even make a.
He starts stumbling.
Check.
He starts stumbling backwards. Let's see if he does hold his footing. He's not particularly athletic, so let's go. Nope, this is the same dude that you plonked on the floor, and he's now on his ass again.
So you like the floor?
Oh, amazing. Oh. Where is my prone thing? There is my prone. So he's now prone on the floor again. The remaining individual looks at you. Are you some sort of guard?
Nope. I was just sleeping here.
You're joking me.
Nope.
Fuck this. I can't be bothered of fighting you. And he starts walking away. If you'd like to do an opportunity attack, you can, if you want to.
No, I let him go.
You let him go. Okay.
I mean, I am a monk, after all.
You can, if you want, you can do.
He hasn't hit me, so.
No, that's true. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's just going to continue walking.
So, top of the round.
Out of range.
Yeah.
Yay, top of the rounds. What would you like to do?
Well, as my bonus action, I would like to place Hex on the one that's lying there on the floor. So,
Go for it.
since, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I take a step. He is still on the floor, right?
Yep. He's still on his ass.
My knee in between his shoulder blades.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, he's kind of, well, he's not forwards. He's now backwards. So it'll be chest, but either way.
chest and
That works.
put my elbow on his windpipe and say, "Still want to go?"
Either roll me persuasion or intimidation. Your choice.
Pooh.
Not particularly.
Okay.
That's...
Then I let him go.
Fuck this for a game of soldiers, and he also leaves. That we're out of combat.
I do want to investigate the one that I killed, presumably killed.
Sure, go for it. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Just what he has on him.
He's got a dagger and he's wearing some leather armor. That's it.
Okay. No gold, no nothing.
Not particularly. No.
Okay. I'll take the dagger and the leather armor. You can keep. I mean, I don't care.
Okay. What would you like to do about our tiefling friend, who is currently unconscious on the ground?
I'm gonna check if he's healthy.
Roll me a medicine check.
Yeah, that's this one.
He is definitely healthy, but the slight
Alive is maybe the better word.
He's definitely alive. Yeah, that's a better word. That's a better way to put it. But the slight clotting of blood in the back of the head definitely indicates what the reason for him being out cold was. He does look like though he is going to wake up tomorrow. Although you imagine he's going to have quite the concussion tomorrow morning.
Okay. Yes, this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna rip off some of the some bandage or some clothing from whoever.
You
Clean
can take it
enough
from the
to,
bandit.
yeah, clean enough to, or at least make it clean enough to wrap up his wound and place him by the horse.
Cool, nice. While this is happening, below the ground in an abandoned laboratory, a very tense conversation is happening.
Wow. So we are, as I'm searching through him, I'm kind of keeping an eye on
Of course, thank you.
Braun as well.
Mhm. Can you just remind me, please, what it was you were searching for?
Oh, I was just searching his pocket, just everything on him to see what he has on him. If there's
Gotcha.
weapons, spell components, any keys, anything of importance, yada yada.
Sure.
Interesting.
Keys for sure. He has a set of keys on him, which you presume to be the keys to his home. As to spell components, he does not have any spell components. However, when you search through his body, you pull out a chain. And on the end of this chain is this curled, again, dragon, because this guy likes dragons apparently, emblem. Except this appears to be in almost an egg-like shape, with the head of this emblem, the major focus, the center of it, and it has this horrendous, horrible, snarling visage. As you look at this pendant, you begin to notice more and more details about it, and you suddenly start to realize that this dragon is half dead. The head of the dragon, while it looks whole, also appears to be a skull face. And as you follow the trail of the dragon's body, you realize that one claw is skeletal, another claw is skeletal, one wing is tattered, the other wing is perfectly fine. This creature appears to be a half-dead creature. As to weapons, he does not have any, except a very small dagger. And in terms of money, he has none on his person. This being his home, he wouldn't have money carrying around in his pockets.
True. I take the dagger in its sheath, and I take that off of his belt and put it in mine. Does he have like a spell component pouch or something like that?
No.
Does he have any keys on him?
Apart from the ones to his home.
Okay. I'll take the keys and I will grab the pendant and I toss it to Braun. What can you tell me about this, Braun? Do you know anything? Have you seen it before?
You can make me a religion or history.
It is. 15.
It's a little bit beyond you what precisely this pendant means. However, it looks vaguely familiar in the fact it looks like a dragon, obviously, but it looks like a dragon from a story, or at least one that you thought would be. As to which dragon it is, you don't know, and as to the reason why this dragon may be half dead, that is not knowledge that you would currently possess.
I think it's something from a story I heard, but I don't really remember it.
When he states this, does it trigger anything that memory that I have from, I don't know, speaking with Mom or overhearing her talk about anything of that nature?
You can also roll me a history check if you wish. You're a fairly well-travelled person. Not really. It's a dragon. You've heard stories about dragons, but which one this is? Don't know.
It looks something like a more than just a charm. I have a feeling that this could be some kind of religious symbol, or if not religious, then the symbol of some kind of organization or cult or something of that nature.
Either way, it probably wasn't Evan.
Sam, what are you doing while this conversation and this investigation is happening?
While this is happening, I would just collect my dagger, the one I threw, and I would very much ignore them. And I think I would look below this covered table.
This cover just reveals another metal table.
And if that is the case, I will look around this big table on top and look around what I see here, what kind of things I find. Yeah.
Sure, no worries. Give me 2 seconds. I had to get rid of that
No
map
worries.
because I was busy with the other one. That table, yes. The workbench, well, that is really what it is when you begin to start examining it, has all sorts of different test tubes. It has flasks. There appears to be at this present moment a very small flask that is gently bubbling over a small fire. There also appears to be a sort of distillation apparatus. There is also a mortar and pestle. Inside the mortar and pestle, you can see in the process of being ground up, some black crystal. Half of it seems to be in dust, some of it doesn't appear to be in dust, some of it seems to be in the process of being made into dust. There is also a very small cloth which has small shards of black crystal on it, beside it, and there is also that leather pouch, for want of a better word, that has been rolled out, which seems to contain all sorts of knives and forceps and things for cutting things open.
Do I know of a way to destroy black crystal? Probably not.
Do you know of a way? I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I would normally ask for a roll in this one, but this is one of those very few times where a roll is not necessary. In this case, no, you wouldn't know.
Completely understand. So I would literally just take the mortar and pestle, and very angrily I would throw it to the side, and so it clunks over the floor and the wall and spews all the shit, all the black crystal around. And while I do that, I would walk here and look at this crate.
Glancing into the crate, you see more black crystal.
Okay.
Could I please have a perception check from all 4 of you?
Very perception check. Nice. Holy shit, and that's 20.
Okay, Sam and Kairos, you are, particularly you, Sam, because of your position, you are the only two that really just make it out. You can hear this very, very, very faint tapping noise coming from behind you, almost.
Behind me?
Well, it would be behind. It would be to your right. It would be coming from your right, Sam. And for you, Kairos, since you are dealing with Evan/William, it would be sort of kind of your leftish, but it appears to be coming from the opposite wall, where you can see there is a door.
Can you put the map back up for me?
Of course.
Please and thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
To my
you mean,
left?
can I ping something or some shit? You mean
I will.
This door here, where I'm standing before. Good.
Yeah.
Then I would walk over there, yeah, and look at it. And can I open the door?
At this present moment, the door is closed, and when you try the handle, it is locked. However, when you go to try the handle, you hear faintly from the inside, "Hello? Is there somebody there?" And that is where we are going to end the session today.
I just found another door to
looked
bash.
for the biggest cliffhanger you could have, right?
I'm sorry,
I didn't have
love-
the map up. I was going to check this guy down here. Right here, this thing.
Well,
We can do that next. We can do that next session. I am just aware of the time, and I also know that some people also have to be up very, very early tomorrow morning. So.
Also, my food literally just got delivered and is standing right
Hey!
next to me, smelling deliciously.
Oh, look at that! Perfect timing. I had fun today. I had so much fun. Thank you so much, Sheds. That was great fun.
That was a good time.
I hope you guys had fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. I had a great time.
We're gonna do let's do it again. We're taking a leaf out of Michael Kesterman's book From Dead as a Gamer. We're gonna do a quick round robin for memorable moments from everyone. Starting with Braun. Let's start with you, Braun. Did you have a memorable moment today? And if you did, what was it?
Slap fight.
Sorry?
The slap fight.
The
With
slap fight.
Prohenitas and the bandits.
Oh my god. That was brilliant.
You stop it. No, 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 you stop it.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes,
Rolling your
absolutely.
hands.
That absolutely fight. Yeah, that fight is going to be going. They're going to stick in my memory for a while as well.
Like
Talking of
watching
the-
Jackie Chan drunken master fight.
Pretty much. Talking of this slap fight, Prohenitas, what was your memorable moment for today?
Well, for today, wow, I have so many. But you mean the game, of course.
I mean the
This
game,
To be more specific, yeah, I played a game today, so. of
I mean
Mark
this
Rubel,
game.
so
I mean
that-
this game.
that's- well, of course, the slap battle, but.
It can also be the slap battle if you want it to be.
No. It's. I really enjoyed the progression of the other characters in the dungeon and the way they're dealing with each other, like they know each other, but they don't know each other. You know, it's. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Me too. Absolutely agree with you. Just watching you guys sort of grow together and not trust each other while trusting each other.
Yeah, it's exactly.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. Talking of growing together and not trusting each other while trusting each other, Sam, did you have a memorable moment today?
Honestly, I'm just really, really stoked that I finally got a fight because I think it's the first time I fought in this campaign. And
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and it's also my first time playing a dual-wielding guy in D&D, and I was really looking forward to it. And it worked way better than anticipated, so I'm really happy. I think we have to talk about the rules because I'm not sure how to rule my daggers, because I always thought about when I just basically have the daggers in I don't know, at my wrist or somewhere where I can just throw them out without any hassle, but maybe holstering and stuff like that.
Yeah, throw me a text. Throw me a text or
throw
a
you a
message
text.
about it. Yeah, about that.
Yep.
Luinil, did you have a memorable moment?
Well, yeah, there was of course the epic slap battle.
That was brilliant. I loved it.
The epic
I
slap.
loved it.
Well, your quote, which I put in the Thursday night channel.
I did spot that. Thank you, you git.
Let's see who's on top when he wakes. For the rest.
It's you make it your plan to annoy me in so many different ways, don't you?
Total and absolute anarchy is what I thrive on. Ask anyone.
And this is why I love you, mate. You're great fun.
And also the Luanil's guiding bolt on Evan, leaving him at 1 HP.
Seriously,
Like, holy shit!
that was
when you
insane.
said that, I was like, whoa, okay.
I mean, it helped that the others softened him up, but bloody hell, 18 damage in one hit. That was insane.
Guiding bolt is crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Kairos, did you have a memorable moment for today?
Not at all. I hated the whole game. It was
Perfect.
No.
See you
No,
next week.
in all honesty, I really am enjoying this abrasive relationship that Braun and Kairos have with each other. Just never really seeing eye to eye on almost anything. It's a lot of fun. I've been in other games where stuff like this has happened, but for some reason it's different here because it doesn't feel like in the other games I've done as horrible with the other games I've been in, where it turned into not just like character against character, but it was like player versus player, and that made things completely uncomfortable and not fun. But this is not like that. It just completely feels like if Crunchy and I were doing a improv scene together at an improv class kind of thing. Everything is occurring very naturally, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. So thank you, Crunchy, as well for participating and doing this. It's a lot of fun.
I just hate your guts. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, really, it is actually genuinely a joy to watch that sort of relationship develop. And yes, and for the pair of you being so open for doing that as well, that's really lovely to see. We're gonna go. I didn't find anybody to raid, so we're gonna go raid somebody today. I see that Rachel's going to, well, she is not playing Dungeons & Dragons. Let's see if anybody else is playing Dungeons & Dragons today. Let's go with I have no idea. Huh. Oh, Captain Robert is online, so we're gonna go raid him again because why ever not? Yeah, so
Nice.
we're going to be going and raiding Captain Robert. They're playing Dungeons & Dragons as well, same as us. So please do go over there, give them a hug, give them a like, etc. Eventually, I will get my arse into gear and have some emoticons for you guys to be able to do all that kind of stuff. Don't know when it's going to happen because this is me and I'm useless to try and get stuff like that done. But it will eventually happen. I hope you all had fun. I know I had a lot of fun with these guys, and I know these guys also had a lot of fun as well because they just said so. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you again next week, hopefully with some more D&D on Thursday and Sunday, and lots of other bits and pieces as well throughout the week. I'm going to have to do something about those sound alerts at some point. Thanks very much.
No.
Thanks
They're
very
fun.
much,
They're
everybody.
fun.
See you all next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.